And before we get right into it, I also just want to publicly announce that Natalia is coming on full time at Sogni. She's been such an amazing mod in the community. She's a real artist. She loves AI. And so, super excited to officially announce that she's joining Sogni full time as content and community moderator. So, everyone, please welcome her.
Woohoo! Congrats on the full time.
Hey. Hello again, everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for a quick introduction, Maurice. As you know, I joined Sogni.ai as a content and community manager, and it was really surprising, but of course in a positive way. Truly, as you know, maybe it will sound a bit cheap, but you already know that Sogni means dreams. And for me, seriously, my dream has come true here because I can work full time with amazing people and loved community. I also mentioned in many times that it doesn't even feel like work anymore for me. It's already my lifestyle and pure fun when I can create whatever I want, be in a constant touch with you. So I am really, really happy. But also don't worry, I am staying with you on Discord as well. And I am still responsible for our community. So I will be spending a lot of time with you, and we are going to have a lot of fun together.
Thank you. And you can already see that she's been posting a lot on our X account, very educational stuff. And I think we're all going to learn a lot from having her spend more time here doing content work. So thank you.
Thank you, Maurice. I believe that's really, yeah.
Yes, thank you. And with that, maybe we can hear anything new from Josh, and then we'll go straight to Alejandro, and then we can end with Mark. How's that?
Sure. Yeah, I'd be happy to go. We've got, I asked a question when I shared my video in the lounge. I'm curious what you guys would prefer when I do the render with me tomorrow. I can cover making consistent characters. So we can talk about how to get a consistent character, consistent scene and things like that for images. Or I can make it focused on video, image to video, how I think about prompting videos and lining them up and stuff like that. So if you guys could drop in the chat which you'd be more interested in, that would be awesome. And yeah, be doing render with me, a little bit later or a little bit earlier than this time tomorrow.
Awesome, thank you, Josh. And Natalia just posted in the comments if you want to see that video. It is among one of the best AI videos that I've seen, and the character consistency is also really nice. So that's a question that I personally asked, and it's all about being very descriptive with your prompts, and cool.
Yeah, if you have just on a super high level, you want to have your characters that you're describing be very specific and distinct in what they look like. So you can see he's wearing a beige hoodie and then a denim vest over it, and he's got white headphones on. And then in every prompt I'm giving that those specific details, but then I'm also using it as a reference image in Quinn Image Edit, which is those tools just make it it's so easy to get consistent characters using them that way. But yeah, I'm happy to do that tomorrow.
Awesome. And with that, I want to welcome Alejandro to the stage. He's here in the shadows all the time. He's always working underneath the car on Sogni Studio, Sogni Pocket, and he's actually the original person that even created this very Discord. You know what I mean? So he is the OG of the OGs. And he wanted to hop on today to actually show you some really rad stuff in Sogni Studio. Sogni Web is the web version of Sogni Studio, but Alejandro is so fast. We tend to get features in Sogni Studio first, and then they roll in Sogni Web. Kudos to Sergey here in the crowd too. He works a lot on the Sogni Web product, and maybe next week we can have him demo some stuff. But take away, Alejandro. Show us some cool stuff.
Thanks, Maurice. Yeah, I'm happy to share a few new simple features, but so powerful and convenient. Let me share my screen.
And one pro tip is when you share your screen, make sure you set it at 15 frames per second instead of the 30 or 40 it defaults to.
Yeah, sorry, I have like a rookie thing here going on where my computer is asking for permission and settings.
Oh yeah, you might have to restart Discord.
And yeah, sorry guys, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. In the meantime, Mark is continuously killing it on Photo Booth, and I'm sure he's posted some of the motion dances and stuff but maybe we could just go to you, Mark, first, and then go to Alejandro second. You ready, Mark? You're still muted.
Sure. Yeah. So, yeah, let me share my screen here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep. You're just fine.
Great. So, Photo Booth has gotten a huge number of updates, and so first I wanted to show off like a bunch of really amazing videos that I've been producing with this new engine of ours with Photo Booth Video. And so you guys have already seen some of the stuff that I've shared, but lately, like, check out this stuff. Can you hear the audio?
Yeah, we can hear it.
Nice. So it's so easy to produce these now in Sogni. So basically, I can show you if we've got a new designed features in Photo Booth. One is the recent projects tab, and so what I do is now you can actually see your recent projects in Photo Booth just like you can in app.sogni we released. But there's a couple new advanced features here. You can actually filter by photos and videos, and you can actually see all your previous works here. Me dancing with cats. If I added a new feature here called local projects where you can just upload images directly from your computer. And I use this when, I've got this series of fun videos I've been using with this character here, and I produce them over the number of several generations, but then I wanted to group them together and just make one video with them. And that was previously difficult to do because Photo Booth works with generating the images, and then using those images. But now you can actually upload directly to your computer. This is all hosted on the computer. So if I actually go to, if I hit this, see, it's over here, it just describes it. Store it on your browser and never expire. Upload your own images and use with video workflows like batch transition, sound to video, animate, replace, and more. And so if I actually go into here, we can delete this one. I'll go and add more images. Let's say I generated this guy here. So I'm going to upload that, and just say I want to change the order. I'll make it go over here. And then I'm going to go to done, and then I hit remix. It goes directly into the finished photos photo gallery here. I'll click on one of the video workflows here. Motion transfer is my favorite one. And if I click into here, there's a bunch of new motion templates here. Of course, you can upload your own motion template, but if I go into here and I say if I click this one right here, I can actually preview it.
With my bestie, like everything fun. Big guy.
And then I can actually choose which segment that I want to play. And then like we have this new option here called montage mode. And what that does is it takes, instead of generating one video with one image, it generates one video with all of your images. So it actually splits the timeline by however many images you have in your batch. And so then if I do this and I hit generate 7 videos, this is the new segment progress. And so right now it's sending each segment to a different worker. And so it's able to make these videos very quickly. But one of the nice features is that you can actually preview each segment, and if you don't like it, you can hit redo until each segment is perfect. And then you can play, and then you can stitch them all together with this button down here. And you can see, because
My bestie like everything fun. With my bestie like everything fun. With my bestie like everything fun. With my bestie like big guy.
and can you hear the audio?
Big guy.
Can't hear you when the audio is playing. It's too loud.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I can just hover over these guys and listen to them.
Big guy, 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 big guy.
And I can hit this like refresh icon if I don't like that particular one. And yeah, so we can actually see live me produce one of these videos, and you can produce this kind of content just as easy as I can now. And so right now we're waiting. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 segments here, and we're waiting on the last segment to load.
And I would say what's really cool about this is Mark is stitching all these videos together in your browser. So it's not even sending it to, Sogni servers or anything like that. He's optimized it so the inline stitching is as efficient as possible. And I think that's pretty rad.
Yeah, so while we're waiting for this one to go, like I can actually show you a couple of more. Like I've got these sound to video.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or a pound down. Get the scrap if it happens.
I got like
Listen to me now.
Some people don't understand that sitting in your own house, in peace, eating snacks, and minding your own business is priceless. Some people.
I was running through the 6.
so. So like I'm obsessed with this stuff. It's so fun. So now that all of these are done, I can hit stitch all videos.
With my bestie like everything
That's
fun.
pretty rad. Like
There you go, live.
yeah, doing it live. But yeah, that's all. I kind of wanted to show off. There's like a million little features in here to make this usable. It works just as well on mobile as it does on desktop. And yeah, what I just demoed to you over here, they're all the different versions. There's the animate replace, where you're just replacing the character in an existing video with your own video or with your own characters. There's move, where you're just taking the motion from a video. There's sound to video, and yeah, and then the other feature that you can do is like if I go into here and if I go to video settings here, and right now I have it dialed down to 1 second. Say I move that to 1.5 seconds, and then I will go and click on this guy, and then I'll say emoji video. I like to do this like head explosion. And so what's cool is like it doesn't matter how you generate the video, you can now stitch them. You could stitch infinite loop transitions to the videos, and so once these are done, like I would just click infinite stitch, and it would show up here under stitch all videos. It's infinite loop. Generate AI transitions between videos for seamless looping. Duration matches your original videos. So here you can either simple stitch, which is just appending each video file together into one long video that doesn't seamlessly loop, or you can do an infinite stitch, which actually generates a transition on the fly between each clip. And so, yeah, we can see here, as these jobs finish, the infinite loop will actually take the last frame of this video and the first frame of this video, and then stitch a video, and then the last frame of this, and the first frame of this, and stitch a video. And because it's sending all of this to different workers all at the same time, the more images you're using, the faster the job will be, because 10 workers can work on it at the same time, rather than just like one worker working on one entire clip. And so not only is it more like dynamic and interesting, but you can actually so if I go down here to infinite stitch, and here we are seeing the same workflow where you're going from this image to this image, and then this image to this image. See, it's taking the last frame of that, and so it's taking the last frame of this one, transitioning it. And you can see what it does is, because each clip is a second and a half, each transition is a second and a half. And if I don't like a transition, then I can loop it, or I can redo it. And so right here, I don't like this transition because it's too plain. And so I'll just hit redo until I get a perfect transition on each clip. And then I'll stitch it. And so these are all done. This one was kind of weird, so let me redo that one. And so that's how you can actually like not just generate slop, but generate like perfect, interesting videos through your whole experience. And yeah, so once this last one is done, I'll just hit stitch video, and it should stitch. There it goes. So here's my infinite loop that I also just generated on the fly with all of the videos that I just generated on the fly. And so you can see, you can't tell where this thing ends, because every frame, even the last frame, loops back into the first frame. So pretty cool stuff. I like it. All right, that's it for me.
2026.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Play around with it, guys. All right, Alejandro, are you ready?
Yeah, let's see. Let's give it a try. Man, Mark, that's amazing stuff, man.
Thank you. Wait till you see what Alejandro has to offer. There's like a lot of new cool stuff in the native apps.
So you guys can see my screen now?
Yes, we can see.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I wanted to show you guys first the new image filters, enhancing, and upscaling features. So I'm just going to, let's see, I'm just going to generate an image here that we can play with. And I'm using Flux Schnell now, generate, so it made that. And until now that we have these new models, we're using Flux Schnell as the default model. And it's a great model, it's fast, it's super creative. But usually, for example, in photorealistic content, they might look a bit too synthetic, like this one, for example, where, yes, it's a nice image, but it does have this digital synthetic texture where you can actually tell, right, that it's a digitally made image, an AI generated image. So we added the new enhance options, and you can now enhance like always, like before, with Flux Schnell, or you can enhance with CImage Turbo in a way that it's like a creative enhancer, right? Like the one that we always have. So for example, let's try it, where I set a strength and just click enhance, and it's going to rerun this image, this guide image with the same prompt and whatnot through this new model, and the new model does its own creative output. So it's the same image, but it might not be the same subject and the same everything, right? It's not that consistent. So those are these two options that we're calling like creative enhancement. And you can use Flux or CEmage Turbo. And then we added also all of these filters that I'm gonna go back and demo. I'm gonna regenerate the same image with Schnell. So this is the image that I had before. And now instead of enhancing it with the two creative methods, I'm going to use the filters. So for example, I'm gonna choose Boost Realism. And in this case, it should result in the same subject, the same image, pretty much, but just enhancing photorealism, right? You guys can hear me?
Yep.
Am I still live? Yeah. I'm just confirming that I'm not here on my own. Okay, so it's processing it. I think this, okay, there we go. So you can see that it's the exact same person, it's the exact same image, but just made real, right? This is so useful. And we have a bunch of different options. Like this Boost Realism is one of my favorites. We have like post-processed, with which is gonna look like make it realistic, but also like if it was photoshopped by a professional, or cinematic realism, or smartphone camera look, flash photo look, if you have a dark image that you want to add a flash or something. These other two are very powerful too. Like I like the refined detail ones because it basically, let's do it. It takes whatever wasn't like completely finished in this image and it tries to make it a little better, you know? So it's just like a fine, there you go. So I don't know if you see the difference. You can undo, and that's before, so you can see that her skin, it's a bit cleaner, and when I redo the filter, it added just a little bit more detail. So now you can see a bit of the wrinkle here and a bit more details on the skin and on the clothing. So I'm gonna keep on that. I'm gonna keep that one. And then there's all of these others, right? You can enhance the focus or change blur or tone, color tone, so you can desaturate colors, turn it into black and white, sepia. So these are all fun to try. And the last one is a restoration option, where if it's an image that looks old, cracked, whatever, it will restore it, or do vice versa, you know, make it look old. So yeah, these are the new filters. And then we also have the upscaling. Before, we used to have only these two methods, the Real Essergan and Real Essergan Anime, which are models that run on device in your computer. They're very light and quick, and but they tended to give this effect to the image where the image ends up being like smooth out. Now we have this new method with a new CEmage Turbo model that uses the SuperNet, right? And it actually does such a great job, like maintaining all of the quality of the image, just making it larger. And this is gonna take this image from 1024 pixels, like you can see down here, to 2048. So you can see that it's pretty much the exact same image, but now it's twice as big, and I didn't lose any detail. Maybe it added some, and I have twice the resolution. Yeah, I think this is great. And you can also apply the enhancers to the upscaled image. So for example, now if I want to desaturate the colors of this one, then I can do it without losing the size, right? So So there you go. So now it's desaturated, it's the same image, 2048 by 2048, and I'm gonna add it to my gallery. So there it is. What else can I show you? There's also like all of the video options that I believe you guys have already tried. There's a couple of new, let's see, updates to the
Q manage?
model, like the clip combiner. So let's see, for example, I have this video of this car there, right? Oh no, this is the combined one. So I made this video by combining all of these other clips that are here in this album, and I can show you like how I did it, right? Like this is the original clip where you can see that it's slow. Most of the clips are I rendered them at 16 frames per second with the fast model, just to go quick with it and test, right? And you can see that the output that I got most of the time, it looks like in slow-mo, right? So this I can fix in the same clip mixer. Now I can just drag a clip. It can be one or it can be all of them, you know, but let me show you just with one. For example, this one, it's at 16 frames per second, so I'm going to render it at, let's say, 32. So it says, you know, original frames per second, 16, and it's going to be speeding up. So I render it, and now it's the same video, but it plays faster, right? So, you know, I can do that with just one clip, or I can just drop all of this in here. Let's see, let's add not all of them, but a few of them. And I can choose to render, I don't know, let's do 24. And it's going to speed them all up and stitch them into a 17.3 second video. And now, you know, I see them a little faster than the originals, or it's stitched together.
Man, this footage looks so epic, like a real movie.
Yeah, it's so cool. And they're like an old images that I run through the filters, you know, and I saved like a group of. Like what I did is I took all the images of cars that I had and I enhanced them all, you know, so I had all of this. And then I took each one of those, turned them into clips. So I have another group with all the clips. And yeah, and then just stitch them together, you know. But the cool stuff is this, like, if I didn't like it at 24, I want it faster, I can change it 32 now, for example, and make it the video a little shorter but faster, and remake it and take another look, and now it's the same thing but a little faster, right? So then, for example, this clip here, that it's a very shaky and that looks faster than it should be, I could have just tweaked it on its own before making the full mix, right? So I bring them all more or less at the same speed, you combine them, and then you export the whole thing with the final frame rate that you want. And you can also slow them down, you know, you can go down to 8 or up to 96, whatever you want. So yeah, that's the new stuff that we have from you. I can show you also the Model Explorer, just to show the new models. You know, this group used to be called Flux, so now we have a new group that it's called Next Gen Diffusion, and it groups all of the new models, C-Image, all the Flux models, and Chroma. And we also have this new group for image editing and mixing that has Quen Image, Flux 2, and Flux Context. What I wanted to say, like you were talking about, which is better about between Quen Image and Flux 2, and what I find is that Quen can follow very simple instructions and do exactly what you are expecting easily, right? But if you're requiring creativity from the model, if you're working with illustrations or if you're working with art or you're trying to accomplish something specific, then Flux 2, it's more powerful. Flux 2 has more, better taste overall, If you have great input images and you already have what you want, you just want to mix it or change it, etc., then Quen, it's easier and better. But if you are trying to add creativity to the thing and colors and styles, and then Flux, I think it's better trained for it. Another tip that I wanted to mention, it's Z image is very cool, very good with long prompts, very long prompts and specific instructions. It will follow them. If you look at the sample images, you will notice that the prompts for these images sometimes are really long. Look at this one, for example, and compared to most of our other sample images, and they include very specific stuff. You can read here, the composition is sharply divided by geometric L-shaped split. The left side and the top ledge are neon green, while the right lower background is a deep neon purple. The ledge forms a clean 90-degree angle, and blah, 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 And then you look at the image, and it actually did it. It has the lower right corner in purple, and so you can actually prompt what you want to get, the composition and the colors. This one is also pretty cool. You can see that it includes even hex index for the colors that you want to use, and it says, basically the prompt says divide the area in 3, and one is hair, one is wood, the other one is flowers with those colors, and it can actually do it. So that I found that pretty amazing. So yeah, we made Z image now the new default model instead of Flux now. And that's it, guys. Hope you find it fun.
Man, that was awesome stuff. I can't wait to see what you guys all create, especially with my new favorite model, Z image. It's just so amazing. Not only how good it is, but how fast it is. And I didn't know that you can do super long prompts with it. So now I'm excited to try that out. There's a couple more things I wanted to mention, but is there anything else, Mark or Josh or Natalia, that you guys want to cover?
One feature of Gwen Image and Flux 2 Dev is that they both support. Currently in the Mac app, it supports up to 3 context images, where Flux Context supported 2, but Flux supports up to 10, actually up to 6 in the API currently. And I actually have a really cool demo of how useful that can be. I produced. Let me see here. I'll share a link inside of chat where I produced. I took 6 different images that I generated, and then I made a video out of them. But these in chat, I'm posting a video. 6 images combined in Flux 2 Dev, and then turned into a video stitch. And so I had a separate video of the sloth and all these characters, and then I had a landscape, and I just prompted, I said...
Mark, you sharing your screen, man?
I just shared it inside of chat.
He just dropped it in the channel.
Okay, no.
But my prompt was combine these 5 characters into the landscape in the water. That was my prompt, and then it just did it perfectly. So it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, the ability to have more, because if you guys don't know, with Flux Context, the model that we have always been using for image edits and stuff, it only allowed it allowed 1 context plus 1 additional context area, and now you will be able to do up to 10 with these new image editing models. And I tested it out earlier today with just myself and some random picture I found online, and I said put these 2 characters together having dinner, and it did it flawlessly, and I'm so excited for that. I know that the marketing team actually have some really funny stuff they're going to post too. I'm not going to spoil theirs, but it's wicked awesome what you can do with open source models. The other thing I wanted to mention is we are going to be working on adding a large language model support to Sogni SDK so that you can do a lot more stuff. Like right now, we just have the prompt enhancer that is using LLM. Quen 3, but we want to be able to build, and for you to be able to build agentic software and solutions and workflows. I have been already working on adding a prototype of this to Sogni Vibe. I demoed Sogni Vibe a couple of weeks ago, which is essentially an AI assistant to help you make amazing prompts. I already added video support to it, but now I added a node-based workflow. So once you actually create that masterful prompt that the AI helped you, it'll divide that up into nodes, and you can right-click node and say facet on this idea. So you can actually facet on a camera angle or a style or eye color or certain characters you want to swap out in your scene. And that's going to be really rad. So next week, I should be able to give you a demo of that. I think we covered so much on this call. Anything else we should cover, guys?
Yes, I have to drop our secret word. I hope our users are ready. Let me drop the Google Form link. Okay. All right, are you ready, guys? So I am telling you what today's secret word is. So get your Google Sheets ready. I've already dropped a Google Form together with Sol, I see. Don't write it in the chat. And I would like to remind that for those who are with us for the first time, a kindly reminder, you can earn 200 premium sparks for spending your time with us. So all you need to do is enter the secret word in our Google form and you will receive the reward very soon. Okay, so are you ready, guys? Here is the secret word. Video flow is our secret word, secret phrase. Video flow, I repeat once again, it's a video flow. Don't write it anywhere, just enter in the Google form. Video flow. Okay, thank you. It's all from my side. Would you like to add something? Do you have any questions?
Yeah, the only thing else. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, just as a reminder to everybody, one thing that we didn't demo today, we'll demo next office hours, is all of these models are live in app.sogni web app as of this morning. So you can play around with Flux 2 Dev, Quen Image Edit, Z Image, they're all live. Flux 2 Dev is the only one that requires Premium Spark, as we do have to license it. But the other ones, including One Video, you can use free daily boost with it. So enjoy and share your amazing creations.
Cool. There's actually one or two other things I wanted to add, but I'll actually save them for next week so that we always have jam-packed weeks of stuff to talk about. I'm super excited, man. 2026 is going to be our year. And with that, I think we can call it a close.